Everybody in Queen's College hostel knew Ada. She was that quiet, beautiful girl in stew with the kind of hair you only see in magazines. One day it was braids. The next it was short waves. Then the next morning she could have a perfectly relaxed bob. It didn't matter if exams were close or if light never came, a day's hair was always neat, fresh and new. At first, the other girls just admired her. They thought maybe she had money or one special auntie who came to do her hair. But soon, things started to feel off. Ada never let anyone follow her to the hostel backyard at night. She would vanish quietly after prep, holding a small black bag. Even when the hostel mistress told everyone lights out, some girls swore they heard soft humming behind the dormitory. Sometimes it sounded like someone plaiting hair, but with strange clicks and whispers mixed in. Then came the night nosy. Her bunkmate couldn't sleep. She followed Ada secretly, barefoot so the slippers won't make noise. Ada walked straight to the hostel backyard, where the generator light didn't reach. Ngozi hid behind the water tank. What she saw froze her. Ada sat on the cold cement floor, her back to the hostel wall. Slowly she untied a scarf around her head. Then, with both hands, she pulled her head clean off her shoulders. The sound was like a coconut cracking. She placed it gently on the ground in front of her body. The head blinked, turned to the side, and smiled. Ngozi's knees almost gave way. Ada's body, headless now, calmly opened the black bag. Out came hair extensions, needles, combs, and mirrors. She began to braid her own severed head, the fingers moving fast and precise. All the while, the head kept humming a low, eerie tune. Ngozi ran back to the hostel but couldn't scream. She barely slept. The next morning, Ada's hair was perfect, as if she had gone to a professional salon. Nobody believed Ngozi's story until other girls started watching Ada's movements. 2 nights later, 3 of them followed her. And this time they caught everything. The moment Ada saw them, she snapped her head back onto her neck, but the girls had already screamed. The whole hostel woke up. Students gathered, shouting, some crying. The house mistress came out with a torch, saw the scattered combs and hair pieces, and saw Ada standing with a twisted, angry look. By morning, the principal called her parents. But when they came, Ada refused to speak. They said it was a family gift, something they couldn't explain. The school didn't wait to find out. They chased Ada out before nightfall, forbidding her ever to return. Till today, the hostel backyard stays locked. Some say during Harmattan nights, you can still hear soft humming and the click of combs on hair. After Ada was expelled, Queen's College tried to return to normal, but something about the hostel backyard felt different. The matron kept it locked, and no student was allowed to go near. They even placed a heavy padlock on the old gate, but the girls swore they still heard the soft sound of humming at night. By second term, the story of Ada had turned into a dare. The juniors whispered about her like a legend. She took her head off and braided it herself. Some believed it, others mocked it. Then one day, a new CES1 student named Chica decided she would prove everyone wrong. It was a Sunday afternoon, bright and windy. While others went for lunch, Chica sneaked behind the hostel with a friend holding watch. The gate was locked, but there was a loose plank by the wall. She slipped through, her heart pounding, and stepped into the forbidden backyard. The place was quiet. Dead leaves scattered around the cracked cement floor. The air smelled faintly of oil and something sweet, like old perfume. Then she saw it. Leaning against the hostel wall was a broken mirror, its surface cracked into sharp lines like a spider web. It looked harmless, but it seemed aware. Chica bent closer, wiping the dust. That's when she saw Ada. Not the whole of her, just her head, smiling faintly in the reflection. It wasn't behind her. It wasn't in front of her. It was inside the mirror. The lips moved, but no sound came. Chica's curiosity burned hotter than her fear. She whispered, "Ada?" The mirror answered not with words, but with a sound like humming, distant but clear, weaving through the air. The cracks in the glass seemed to pulse as if the mirror was breathing. Then Ada's head tilted and mouthed something slowly, "Come closer." Chica stepped nearer, her fingers almost touching the glass. At that moment her reflection shifted. Her face blurred, twisted, and for a split second she saw herself without a head, her neck a clean stump, her body standing still. She screamed and ran, leaving her sandals behind. That night the hostel wasn't quiet. Girls swore they heard whispers coming from every mirror in the dormitory. When they looked closely, their reflections didn't match. One girl saw herself smiling when she wasn't. Another saw braids she didn't have. And then it began. Every morning a new girl woke up with her hair missing, clean shaved, no trace of who did it. The matron blamed mischief, but the students knew better. The whispers grew louder, sometimes calling names, sometimes humming that same low tune Ada used to hum at night. Finally, Ngozi, Ada's old bunkmate, had enough. She gathered her friends and told them the truth. Ada's not gone. She's in the mirrors. That's why they locked the backyard.